This is the sound of refusing to give in. It's leaving nothing to chance. Searching relentlessly for the right, the only treatment option that will keep a heart beating. Fortunately, the Christ Hospital Health Network has groundbreaking treatment options unavailable anywhere else in the country, developed with help from our own physicians. That's what makes us Greater Cincinnati's Heart Hospital and one of the top heart hospitals in the world. The Christ Hospital Health Network, everything it takes.
The Pound This Podcast is brought to you by the Christ Hospital Health Network. This is the Pound This Podcast, episode 814, Walking Meditation with Lindsey Bonadonna. We are where we need to be.
I want to lose weight, but I don't know how to get started.
What should I meal prep every week?
How do I get those sweet booty gains?
Inspiration for your healthy lifestyle. The Pound This Podcast with Amanda Valentine.
What up, homies? Thank you for listening to the Pound This Podcast. I am Amanda Valentine, but I am giving the reins over to this episode to my very good friend, Lindsey Bonadonna, because she does an amazing job with these walking meditations. So I love walking. Walking is one of my very favorite things. It has been a huge part of my health journey, and meditation has been a very huge part of my mental health journey over the past few years. And so combining the both, chef's kiss, and Lindsey does such a great job. So if you want to go for a walk, or just even not even go for a walk, just have a nice meditation and kind of pull yourself inwards. I find these super, super helpful. And I asked Lindsey to do this because I'm like, I want to listen to my own podcast and do this. So could you record this for me and do this walking meditation? It's amazing. It's all about, maybe we're in the exact place that we need to be right now. So if you want to head out on for a walk or whatever feels good for you, let's do this thing. Here's Lindsey.
Hey friends, it's Lindsey, and I am so glad that you are joining me for today's walking meditation. For today's walk, I'd like to set the intention for all of us to think about that we might actually be exactly where we need to be. I'll let that soak in for a moment. Like, could it actually be possible that where you are in your life right now is right where you need to be? That maybe this expectation of arriving or a specific way that we're supposed to feel is actually not an expectation that we should hold anymore. What could it feel like to just settle into what is? To slow down, to look up and around, and really see how far you've come. That perhaps where you are right now in your life is where you dreamed of being a year ago, 2 years ago, or maybe even just 2 months ago. I believe that sometimes we get so caught up in the expectation of where we should be that we miss exactly where we're at right now. That we rush right past all of these beautiful moments, these challenges, yes, even the struggles, friends. And we never really arrive because we never slow down enough to even acknowledge that maybe we have. But that's our humanness, right? And that's also our conditioning, that we always need to be running, striving, going for the next thing. And I just want to invite in the possibility that maybe that's not what we need to be doing. Maybe what we do need to be doing is slowing down, looking up, listening in, and especially listening in to what our most divine self is telling us. And this isn't a spirituality thing. This is taking time to slow down, to tune in to what feels right and aligned for you and your body, for you and your life, for you and your loved ones. Because, sweet friend, you're the only one with all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the experience to get you to where you want to go. And let's just acknowledge for a moment that this is a lifetime journey. And maybe this is a little bit cliche, but maybe it is all about the journey and not so much the destination. I want to leave you for a few moments, just kind of soaking in, looking up, letting these words swirl around in your head, and just see what's resonating for you. See what's popping up. And if there's nothing popping up or no major aha moment, that's okay too, friends. I really do believe that a lot of what we hear or read or experience in life, it's like little seeds being planted. The plants don't always grow right away, even though maybe we want them to, but they take time. So enjoy some quiet right now, friends. I'll be back in just a few moments. Friends, let's take a deep inhale in. Nice, full, complete exhale out. And come back to that idea that we might actually be right where we're supposed to be. Now, in that quiet time, maybe something came up for you, maybe something didn't. Either is okay. There's no expectations here. Just be with yourself, be with this idea, and consider what's possible if you were to play around with this shift. This shift from productivity, from striving, from what's next, to, wow, I'm going to take a moment, look up, enjoy the view around me right where I'm at. I'm going to go ahead and take time, a lot of time, to reflect back on all the steps, all what some may call the missteps that actually weren't missteps, that got you here today. Friend, I'm a really big believer that things come into our life at just the right time that we need to hear them. So if you're taking a moment to listen in to this walking meditation, maybe this is a message that you're needing to hear today. Or maybe it's just a seed that's being planted for future. The fun thing is, friend, is that we don't really ever know, which is why it's so important to take time to tune into yourself, to tune into your beautiful, brilliant inner knowing, and continue to do what's best for you. But know that only happens when we slow down, when we consider what may be possible, and take our time understanding and knowing ourselves that much better. You totally got this, friends. So for this next part of our walking meditation, I'd love for you to take a few moments to just think about that journey of what and how the universe conspired to encourage you to listen to this walking meditation right now, today, this moment. I'm going to leave you for a few moments just to soak in the sounds, soak in yourself, to tune in and to tune out the expectations. I'll be back for you in just a few, friends. What came up for you, friends? Take time to notice how you may have reacted. Did it feel celebratory to reflect back and be like, wow, that's kind of wild. All the things that had to happen for me to get here to this moment. And maybe did it even feel possible to look at moments in your life that felt like complete S shows with a little bit of appreciation, like, okay, I didn't get it when I was going through it. But now as I look back, if that didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened and I wouldn't have been here. Or maybe it felt a little bit different, which is okay too. Maybe it looked back and it felt more like a list of everything that's went wrong. And maybe things aren't feeling so right now. And friend, I want to let you know, either or, somewhere in between, all of it is okay. All of it is valid. If you're experiencing it, it's completely valid. And there's no quote unquote right or wrong way. It's just about what you're experiencing and tuning into it. So I want to encourage you, sweet friends, that either way, no matter how you're feeling with this little experiment that we're doing, it's important to take time to tune in, slow down, and listen to yourself. Because if everything's feeling like it's not quite right, that means that maybe your inner wisdom is being blocked by societal expectations, stuff from our childhood, right? Opinions from friends, opinions from the media. So use that as a sign to get curious. And if things are feeling more aligned, like, whoa, this is wild. I can't believe all this happened, and here's where I am. And that's also a sign to get curious, friends, because there's something that you may be doing to really help you connect with your inner wisdom, your intuition, and you want to keep doing that, and you want to strengthen that. But friends, we're all at different points in our journey, and let me tell you, I have the knowledge and the experience, and I still am experiencing like a wide variety of feels, a wide variety of feelings towards my reflections, towards where I am right now. Even though I understand how to tune into myself, there are still times where I decide to ignore that. And let me tell you, every time I do, things don't work out quite as I hoped. But what's great about that is we learn and we try again. And sweet friend, that's how I'd love for you to look at today, to look at this moment, just as an opportunity to try again. And perhaps even find gratitude that we were given another day to try again, to get curious. And just know that every time you take time to listen into yourself, to do what's right for you, even though oftentimes it's probably the hardest thing to do, that will get you one little tiny step closer to a life that feels more aligned, more vibrant, more authentically you. And here's what I know, friends, for a fact, even if we've never met, you are so worthy of that. So today, as you continue your wander, or perhaps as you start your day, you're in the middle of the day, whenever you're listening to this, just let this notion swim around in your head a little bit longer. This idea that maybe you're right where you're supposed to be, right where you're meant to be. And maybe right here, if it's feeling challenging, there's something here to learn. Regardless, take time to slow down, to look up, to get curious, and be all that you are. Because that, friends, right there is beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me for this walking meditation. And I wish you so many blessings and joy and love, because you are so worthy of all those things, sweet friends. Talk to you soon. And love you so much. Bye, friends.